The pandemic shows no signs of slowing in Maryland. More than 2,600 cases reported, and hospital beds are filling up quickly. The positivity rate rose to 8.14%. Rural areas of the state are being hit the hardest, reporting higher rates of infection than more populated counties. WJZ is live. Annie Rose Ramos has more on how dire things could get in the coming days. Annie Rose?
Hey, Lynn, good morning. Last week, coronavirus was the leading cause of deaths here in America. This as doctors continue sounding their alarm, saying the worst could be yet to come.
I think they need to know that this is real, that this is worse than it was in May and June.
Doctors all across the country have the same message. Take the pandemic seriously. Dr. Reginald Brown, head of the ER department at Grace Medical Center in Baltimore, says the coronavirus is spreading rapidly in many communities.
We are seeing an increased rate of those folks testing in the tents and urgent care centers throughout Maryland. And that is certainly alarming to the medical professionals and the hospital administration.
The health department reported 2,643 new cases Sunday. The positivity rate now tops 8%. Exactly 1 month ago, it was about half that. There are also concerns hospitals are getting full. Take a look at the gray line on this graph. It shows the total number of hospitalizations in the state, a number that's been climbing for weeks. Data from Johns Hopkins shows the U.S. has more than 14 million positive COVID-19 cases, the most in the world. With more people getting sick, doctors are worried hospitals are starting to feel the pressure.
What lies ahead for the next few months? It's actually our worst case scenario in terms of overwhelmed hospitals, in terms of the death count.
2 vaccines are a step closer to getting emergency approval from the FDA, but most Americans will have to wait months to get a dose. Until then, doctors want people to watch out.
We are optimistic that with the developments with the vaccine, that we are nearing the finish line, but it is certainly not time to let down our guard.
And Tim, since this pandemic began, a total of 4,685 lives have been lost here in Maryland alone. Reporting live, I'm Annie Rose Ramos for WJZ.
Thank you, Annie Rose. 6:35 now. The Baltimore Ravens team president, Dick Cass, says at least 4 strains of COVID-19 were found in the Ravens facility. He says the team was able to stop 3 of them, but the 4th version was highly contagious. In a statement, Cass wrote in part, "We cannot undo what was done, what has occurred, but we can do our best to learn from what has happened and be vigilant moving forward to ensure that it does not happen again." Restaurants are getting creative this holiday season to keep things going during this pandemic. Kelsey Kushner has a closer look at how restaurants are keeping customers safe and the holiday spirit alive.
With coronavirus restrictions still in place, restaurants are forced to think outside the box, or in this case, inside the igloo.
With the weather turning, these igloos allow us to extend those winter months, those colder weather months, immensely.
Nick Liberatore, co-owner and operator at Lib's Grill in Perry Hall, says they installed 6 igloos on their outdoor patio. Each one is warmed by electric heaters and decorated with Christmas lights, allowing tables to socially distance while keeping the holiday spirit alive.
It's a nice way to come out and get something to eat and feel comfortable.
It's a really good way to stay safe, especially with the cases rising.
But the fun doesn't stop there. The inside of the restaurant is decked out in decorations with a menu full of holiday drink specials.
I think that it's awesome.
While parts of Maryland remain capped at 50% capacity for indoor dining and 25% for areas like Baltimore City, Liberatore says their goal is to keep customers and employees safe and offer a unique holiday experience.
We've really transformed our restaurant into a winter wonderland, just giving someone the opportunity to experience some sort of normalcy around this time.
Kelsey Kushner for WJZ.